A man is invited to a dinner party by his ex-wife at the same house where they lost their son. But what seems like an awkward reunion turns into something much more sinister. Will travels with his new partner, Kira, to a dinner party hosted by his ex-wife, Eden, at the old house they once shared. While driving through the hills of Los Angeles, they hit a coyote. Will is forced to kill it to end its suffering, which leaves an uneasy atmosphere from the start of the trip. Upon arriving at the house, Will and Kira are greeted by Eden and her new husband, David. The gathering includes several old friends from the circle they shared in the past. From the beginning, Will feels uneasy about the invitation, especially seeing Eden again after 2 years of no contact. The house hasn't changed much, but the atmosphere has. Eden and David seem different, too happy, with an almost artificial calm. Will begins to notice certain behaviors that disturb him, and Eden seems emotionally disconnected, as if something were keeping her in a constant state of denial or illusion. During the evening, Eden reveals she has overcome her grief thanks to an organization called The Invitation, a spiritual group she and David recently joined. The conversation turns awkward when Eden, while talking about human suffering, slaps Ben for making sarcastic comments. Although she apologizes, the moment shatters the night's apparent tranquility. 2 people unknown to the guests join the gathering. Sadie, an eccentric woman living with David and Eden, and Pruitt, a calm but enigmatic man who was also part of the group. When questioned about the invitation, David decides to show a video of a woman dying while members of the spiritual group accompany her in her final moments. The video generates a strong reaction among those present. Claire, visibly uncomfortable, decides to leave. David and Pruitt try to dissuade her, but Will walks her to the door. When Claire leaves, Pruitt also goes out, saying he needs to move his car, which leaves Will with growing suspicion. As the night progresses, Will becomes increasingly restless. He has memories of his son, who died tragically in this same house years ago. The gathering not only confronts him with his loss, but also with Eden's transformation, as she seems to have forgotten all pain thanks to his doctrine promoting the acceptance of death. Will isolates himself from the group and begins to explore the house. He finds a laptop with a video of the spiritual group's leader talking about freeing oneself from suffering. Returning to the others, he tries to stay calm, but he no longer trusts anyone. During dinner, the hosts hand out wine to everyone for a toast. At that moment, tension rises. He reacts violently, throws the glass, and screams for no one to drink anything. Amidst the chaos, Gina drinks the wine. A few seconds later, she begins to convulse. Miguel, who is a doctor, tries to resuscitate her without success. Sadie attacks Will violently, and he defends himself. David then pulls out a gun and shoots Miguel. Tommy struggles with David and manages to stab him fatally. The house descends into complete panic. Will and Kira seek to survive. As chaos spreads through the house, Will and Kira try to find a way out. They find Eden in one of the rooms, gravely wounded by a self-inflicted gunshot to the abdomen. In the midst of her pain, she shows a mix of confusion and regret. She tells Will she only wanted to free them from suffering, believing that death was a path to peace. Then she asks him to take her outside so she can see the sky one last time. Will takes her out to the garden, where she dies in his arms, the group in shock. Once in the garden, the night seems calm for a moment, but Will notices something strange. In several neighboring houses, small red lights are seen lit in the gardens. Other houses also seem to have been the scenes of similar tragedies. The Invitation is not just a story about a cult or a dinner party gone wrong. It's a film about grief, denial, and the danger of clinging to an idea to escape pain. Will's character represents the discomfort of facing loss, while Eden shows what happens when one chooses to deny it completely. The director poses a haunting question: what are we willing to believe to avoid feeling pain? The message is clear and profound. When someone promises a quick way out of suffering, we must be careful. Sometimes the search for absolute relief can lead us straight into the abyss.